So welcome back to another part of I improve my writing and reading slash constructing sentences skills using local AI. Local AI is not the main point here. It's I'm going to show you quickly, as I always do, maybe at the beginning, that there's only one rule, which is the major rule. I will write some sentences, and whenever I encounter, for example, encounter. Okay, let's say I misspelled that, like so, encounter. Maybe like I thought it's written like that, which sometimes happens very often. It's also weird that I'm getting better here. Whenever I encounter a mistake like that and I cannot fix it myself, then I check the word, obviously. And after checking the word, I have to type it 3 times in a row correctly. Like, for example, encounter. Okay, again, encounter. Encounter. After typing it 3 times in a row successfully, I can move on with whatever topic I choose. That's the idea. And AI will help me to correct sentences, give me better alternatives, but eventually, I write my own stuff. By that, I mean, it's so weird that I say that, but there is a reason for that, why I say that. I say that because I want to combine that with replying to the comments, which I stopped 2 years ago. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a background story, very fast, So I stopped 2 years ago replying to comments because I got overwhelmed on this channel, and I have a Blender channel as well. Writing back took me too much time. The amount of time and effort, as you can see, I struggle with the writing, was just, it was just no fun. And so I stopped. I thought I'm gonna reply in casual videos, but it doesn't make sense, So I wanna change that. Already replied 3 weeks ago to another guy. So, but today I would like to respond to Polybar, because he is a great. I'm not sure if he's still there, because he might be a little bit upset, and that would be okay. Because the thing is, he's very supportive, very engaging. And when I did this decision not writing back, I said that in the video, which I thought he may watches, but I didn't write a comment saying, hey, listen, this is going to be the last comment. I'm going to stop that for a while, which I should have done. I'm an idiot, So I want to just tell him that I'm back in action. And I'm gonna combine that with writing and reading. So that's the backstory about that. And Polybar, in case you watched that accidentally, or I'm sending you a link, you don't have to watch that shit. I'm just use that new method here of mine to combine 2 things. Writing back to you guys and getting better at writing. So that's the idea. Okay, let's get started after the whole thing. So first thing, I forgot the name already. First thing is I'm gonna let AI know that it shall correct my English. I say hey there. Today. Here we go. Today's, which is so weird. Why? For what reason? What reason this stupid thing here drives me nuts? What is that good for? You could just write it like that. Today's. No? You can't? Why? I wanna know. It's stupid. Today's conversation is also a English practice. So I want you to correct my English and give me always one better alternative, one better, more better natural sentence in English. Alternative, only one. Yeah. Keep in mind, only one. I think I understand. Okay. So it's gonna say blah blah, yeah, fantastic idea, blah blah blah. Or what does it say today? That sounds like a fantastic idea. I'd be delighted to help you with your English practice. You write something, a sentence, a phrase. Blah, blah. Okay, I'm gonna write yeah. So I'm going. Wait, I can correct this one. I'm going to respond. See, and here we go. This is already a natural thing. Respond. Response. Respond. What did I do wrong? What do you mean breathing? Respawn. Respond. Again, respond. I'm going to respond. Respond doesn't make sense. I'm going to respawn like so. No, this doesn't make sense. I'm going to respond. No, it makes sense. I confused myself. I'm going to respawn to. No, this is also completely wrong, but good that I practiced the sentence. I'm going to write, no, to reply, replay. No. What is the word again? Reply, how do you say that? Reply, I see. Now let's practice this one here. See, that's why I just stopped replying to comments in general. I'm going to reply. Okay, I'm going to reply to an old honorable. Here we go. Honorable, I see. Honorable. Still wrong. What am I doing wrong? Honor. I see. Honorable. First time. Honorable. Second time. Honorable. I'm going to reply to an old. Now you're old. Poliba. To an old honorable. Well, I'm not sure if it's still there. I don't know, but I think so, but I don't know. Member. Well, you're gonna be a member. Consider a member if you're here or not. I don't care. You definitely deserve it. A member of my giant YouTube channel. Okay. I stopped. Okay. Now, okay. First, is this correct? For example, now he gives me 3 things or what? That's a very specific, important situation. Also, to give you the best possible alternative, could you tell me a little more about what you are replying to? Yeah, let's ignore that. I want to get to that. Otherwise, I'm not going to do that. So, Polibor, you have also a special name. I'm going to copy that guy here. Or can I just copy that? So, copy Polibor, Polybios. How do I switch back? LM Studio. Yeah. So, I'm just going to paste that in. Shall I practice your name? I have no idea what that means. I think it's, I said that already. I think it's French, right? Something like that. Boys. Yeah. Anyway, so, hey, boys. Okay. You know, sure, I could try to write it 3 times, and there's no chance that I will remember. If YouTube, you know, it disappears, I will know you exist, but I will never reach you again. It's impossible. So, hey, Bolivar. How do I start? So I want to communicate to you that I'm back replying, and you will probably think something like, now? Bolivar, how do I get started? Yeah, how can I say it? I'm not sure if you ever got my message. No. Hey Bolivar, I just wanna let you I would like hey Bolivar, I would like to let you know, since you were always very supportive. This is a good word. Supportive. No, I do not know. This is I know double P that I know. Supportive. Not so bad actually. Supportive, like so, right? Let's do this 3 times. Supportive. Again, and one more time. Supportive. You were always very supportive and also I think honest and honestly engaging. And can I say that? Does this make sense? And honestly, here we go. Honestable. Honestly. Shit. Are you out of your mind? Is this happening right now? Honorable. Honestly. That's still wrong. Honest. Honestly. The T is not there. Okay, I mean that makes sense. Yeah. Honestly, I can definitely hear the T. Honestly, yeah. Okay, 3 times. Honestly. Honestly. Again 3 times. Honestly. 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 Engaging. I'm lucky. Engaging. And also engaging. Very supportive and also engaging. Yeah, that's it. So thanks for that. So thanks for that. We're gonna figure out a better way to write that. So with the AI, you know, I would like to let you know, since you were always very supportive and honestly engaging. So thanks for that. Maybe at the end, engaging. That I'm going to reply again to your comments, all the comments I like. I mean, I don't think I made a mistake by stopping that. I just forgot him to tell you that was a mistake. I want to communicate that, but I don't want to overwhelm with like, Bolivar, I'm so sorry. That's not my intention. I think he is a legit guy and he was very supportive and very helpful. And for that, I would like to point that out, but I don't want to be over dramatic, you know. I would like to let you know, since you were always very supportive and honestly engaging with me, that I'm going to reply again to comments in general, and I would, in general, and I would like to say starting with you, but it's not true. I did 3 weeks ago already. Recorded a session. I wasn't happy with the video recording, so I started fresh again. You know, put a lot of effort into the. Who cares? Who gives a shit? But he's like, unfortunately, I cannot say that anymore. So, but what do I say instead? That I'm going to reply again to comments in general, man, if you watch that, you should have been the first one, because you deserve it, you know, in general. But here's the thing. I also want to let you know that I practice writing now, so that's also important for me. I want people to know that. I don't need you to check that out. It's not important. People shall only watch what they want to watch. But I also want people to know that this is something I work on. It shall inspire people who have learning disabilities, difficulties like I do. When it comes to writing and reading, at least, and concentration and so on. But it's possible. Look at the shit what I do with Blender, or the English speaking, not writing, obviously. Right? So it's possible. Okay. Hey, Polybar, I would like to let you know, since you were always very supportive and honestly engaging with me, that I'm going to reply again to comments in general. I actively, maybe I can figure this out. Yes, if I can figure it out myself, I don't have to. I actively, I also work actively. I also work now actively on improving my writing skills. In my new segment. What's that called? The segment content. The segment is called Improving Writing and Reading Skills. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe paste it in later. In my new segment, in my new segment, improving my writing and reading skills. So I also work now actively on improving my writing skills in my new segment, improving my writing and reading skills. And in today's video and in today's episode, I write back to you. So yes, I want him to check it out if he is interested, because I talk about him, but I want to make it clear it's not obligated. There is no one watching that, and that's okay. People shall only watch what they are natively interested in. I don't ask for more. I always hope that people would be interested, but a gamer wants to see the game. Except if the gamer starts to learning a language, then, you know, maybe something else. But that I'm not gonna tinker with. I don't expect it. I don't behave like I would, like a proper YouTuber. but I don't expect the the people to you know what I mean. Okay. So I also work now actively on improving my reading, writing skills in my new segment, improving my writing and reading skills. And in today's episode, I write back to you, which is episode 4. I wanna just episode 4. Episode 4. I write back to you. Very important. Important. You do not need to check it out, but since I talk to you in this episode, I wanna mention it. Now, so the most important thing, I want to mention it. One thing. The thing is, I think in my head, I do remember that I was mentioning during the last parts of Doom, the retro Doom. I think I mentioned something like, so I took a long break. I came back and I said in videos multiple times, I do not want to respond to comments anymore. So I believe he maybe got that, but I cannot be certain, That's the thing. And you can see how much I think about people. That's why I also stopped, because I didn't want to think about too much, But then I think I just, more relaxed in general, and that's good. And with the writing, I can see right now I enjoy that, so I really use that. And with Polybar, I want to make sure. Now I try to explain my thought process. Very important. You do not need to check it out, but since I check it out. Don't watch it. What it if this is? Oh, I don't have to tell him. He knows. He doesn't have to do that. So don't check it out. You don't need to check it out. But since maybe another comma. But since I talk about you, since I talk to you about you. In this episode, I wanna mention it. More important. I can write that. More important is that. I should have. I should have let you know roughly. Wait, I think I get it. Roughly. It's in the English 2 years ago. 2 years. The same thing as I think in the German. I'm not sure though. I also struggle in the German language, writing and reading. And one of the reasons is also autocorrect. Autocorrect does not help you. So this kind of correction is great because it just tells me something is wrong. I have to figure out what. That's more engaging. You have to actively learn with that. More important is, maybe, that I should have let you know roughly 2 years ago, maybe in a comment that I will stop replying. Wait, I can do that. Replying. That I will stop replying to all new comments in written form. I said more important is that I should have let you know roughly 2 years ago, comma, maybe in a comment, no, not maybe in a comment, as a comment, as a reply, no, reply, as a reply to you, that I will stop replying to all new comments in written form. Yeah, this is for the eyes. I also keep saying that I don't assume anyone watching all the parts. So this is, a struggle with the eyes. End of summer, I have maybe a final diagnosis. And that's also why I have more crazy in me than usually. But I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I like to use that excuse. I want to be that way, distracted. Or this guy who I am. I like this guy a lot, but he's very distracted. I'm talking about myself. Okay, that I will stop replying to all new comments in written form, since it form. Well, I don't have to say it in written form. It overwhelmed me. It did overwhelm me. Not just the writing, but also the there's not much comment. It's not about that, but it's about the thinking process. It's about, I try to understand people, and then I also did the Blender tutorials on the other channel. And I'm not well, I'm artist thinking guy. So I think about everything, I'm very scattered, and that's stuff like this can be easily overwhelming with you. If life becomes more complicated also, then it's good. And that's what I mean. See how easily I'm gonna be distracted. Okay. More important is that I should have let you know roughly 2 years ago as a reply to you that I will stop replying to all new comments in written form. I said I mentioned this in some videos for sure, a lot of videos in some videos, but I never knew, and this is the problem with that. I mean, in a second, I mentioned that in some videos, but I never knew if you understood. Shit. Underfoot. No, I don't think so. If you got, I mean, understood. I also want to practice. Let's practice this. Understood. Ah! Let's see what AI is responding to that. I mentioned this in some videos, but I never knew if you understood or got the message. I got the message. In case you, So I need to say sorry to this guy because you should not apologize on the internet to stranger or to justify yourself or anything. But he doesn't ask me for that. That's the first thing. He's not asking. He never said anything mean or something. Maybe he got that. And he's also, again, very. He was there for a while, so it's not like a one-time thing or something. And for that reason, I think it's apologies. Yeah, in case he didn't get the message. In case you. So, well, no, I think. How do I say that? As a reply to you. That I will stop replying to all new comments in written form. I mentioned this in some videos, but I never knew if you understood or got the message. So I wanna get the message through the videos, through yeah, also to see also what I get better with this one through and in fact today is pretty good, I think, huh? Videos, but I never knew if you understood or got the message through those videos. So I'm saying so my apology see, I don't do that, so I don't know how to write that. Okay, apologetic. Now let's not go over dramatic mode here. I mean, you know. So my apology. I don't know. Apology. That should be simple. Apology. Good. Apology. So my apology for not communicating. No, wait. For not communicating this better. Since you know, for you I really mean it. So, but how can I, in case he doesn't watch that? Again, I want to sound when it's written, and it's maybe different. Sure, I always felt when I stopped the recording, when I stopped replying, I felt for Polybar was the time when I made this decision. I said, no, I'm not gonna reply anymore. This is overwhelming for me. It's no fun, and it's not. I'm not regretting that. So I think that's good if you do, you know, stick to you think you try something, and I meant it well. You know, I wanted to enjoy YouTube more so that I can communicate and respond with you in videos, but it doesn't work because if I respond in casual videos, that means you have to watch all the videos, and of course it doesn't work. I mean, you only watch some videos which are we are interested in, and there's so much to watch, you know. I mean, that you cannot expect that to happen. But I also didn't just expect that. I thought maybe I still get comments, but from him also. But I reply in a monthly comment video or something. But it's on me. It's my communication style I've chosen, and so this is but nothing wrong with it. Just saying this is wasn't the best communication with him, and so I want to use this opportunity to let him know about that. I mentioned this in some videos, but I never knew if you understood or got the message through those videos. So my apology for not communicating this better, and a big thank you for your support. Support. Here we go. A big thank you for your support. Here, bam. You are not obligated. Yeah, I don't know how to write that at all. Obligate. We can work with that. Obligate. I like a gate. Okay. Obligate. Okay. And then we change it to gating. Obligate. Obligate. You're not okay. Obligated. You're not obligated to say or respond in any way, any shape, form. Can I say any shape, form? I do not know if this makes sense, but we'll see if they are. And I hope you're doing well. Hope you doing well. By the way, I bought she. I want to say Jesus, but I almost said Jesus. It's a she now, so it's okay. I bought. What did I do wrong? The U? I see. Yeah. I bought. But I bought the old game. Also 2 or 3 years ago. But I don't wanna, this is gonna be too long. This is gonna be but in case you're watching still, probably, I bought the old game with the captain. You asked me. I think it was you. I might be wrong though. About some old retro game, a captain guy, like a kid as a captain or something. I have it on GOG, and you said something. You care about the 4th level or something. That I still remember. That without checking. I didn't check that, but that's also maybe it wasn't you who asked me. So I bought it for €2 or something. And I'm not promising anything, but I still have it in mind, and I may check it out a bit. Okay, so that's what I want to write, and let's see what AI is suggesting. Usually it makes it more clear, and I gotta work on my communication skills as well. It is especially as a guy. Yes, there are no ladies here, so I can just freely talk to you while I'm doing it, while I'm at this anyways, as long as there's no woman here, I think today I thought that. Don't take it like for real, okay? But I think men don't listen to women. They don't. They listen to your wife, girlfriend. Yes, that we do, But to women, general not. When we get advice, we always listen to other guys. I think, when other guys says it, but don't tell them. It's. I think the reason is because there is a little bit of a difference in terms of some rules for the older guys. About a new generation, I have no idea what's in your head. I don't know. You have to deal with different shit. I'm talking about my experience in the past, about my friends and so on. But also, to be fair, let's move on. But it was just a thought. I'm not married to that. I'm just occurred on the toilet. I wasn't on the toilet, but I was in the bathroom for sure. I was thinking, hey, because they have sometimes a good advice, but I think when man says it to another man, it's different. That's how I felt. Without going into the male, female, I not care about that. Just a thought, okay? Do with that what you want. Good. So we have here. What the heck is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. What the heck is that? One better, more natural way. Yeah, this is what I want. What the heck? This is just... No, I don't want to read that. So, one better, more natural alternative is... Here is a version that keeps all your sincere... But... here's a version that keeps all your sincerity... Sincerity, right? Sincerity... but smooths out the English flow significantly. Oh boy. When it says significantly, that means I was, it's good for me. And we're going to copy that down. This is going to be boring for me, but it's probably going to be really good. Let's read it now. Hey Polybar, because you have always been so supportive and genuinely engaging with my content, I wanted to let you know that I will be replying to comments again. I am actively working on improving my writing skills in not just writing, reading, constructing sentences, better communication in general. Improving my writing skills in my new segment where I focus on reading and writing. That I have to replace. And I actually mentioned you in today's episode. Not just mention, it's about you. It's a dedicated episode for you. Please don't feel obligated to watch it. But since I talk about you, here we go. I wanted to mention it. More importantly, I should have told you this 2 years ago in response to your comments back then. Yeah, that's a good thing. This is a good, I said I would stop replying to new written comments. And while mentioned that in some videos, I never knew if you understood or got the message through them. So please accept my apologies for not communicating that better. That sounds very formal. Thank you so much for all your support. You absolutely do not need to reply or respond in any way. Yeah, there's this phrase, shape, perform. I don't even know what that means. I mean, I don't know what it stands for, but I hope you're doing well. Okay, I mean, this is not too bad. Hey, Polybar, because you have, let me read that again so for practice. Hey, Polybar, because you have always been so supportive and genuinely engaging with my content, I wanted to let you know that I will be replying to comments again. I'm actively working on improving my writing skills in my new segment where I focus on reading and writing. And I actually mentioned you in today's episode 4. Please don't feel obligated to watch it. But since I talked about you, I wanted to mention it. More importantly, I should have told you this 2 years ago in response to your comments back then. I'm sorry, I get a little bit distracted sometimes. Like I said, something wrong with my eyes, and I think let me take a break for 10 minutes just to get my eyes a little bit of a break. It's fun. I enjoy doing it, but I need a break now. Okay, it was just a little break, but it's do I record? Yeah. So, okay, one more time. Hey, Polybar, because you have always been supportive and genuinely engaging with my content, I wanted to let you know that I will be replying to comments again. I am actively working on improving my writing skills in my new segment where I focus on reading and writing. I actually mentioned you in today's episode 4. Please don't feel obligated to watch it. But since I talked about you, I wanted to mention it. More importantly, I should have told you this 2 years ago in response to your comment back then. I said I would stop replying to new written comments, and while mentioning that in some videos, I never knew if you understood or got the message through them. So please accept my apologies for not communicating that better. Thank you so much for all your support. You absolutely do not need to reply or respond in any way. I hope you're doing well. Okay, it's just a little bit of a thing here. Good. A great practice is definitely to copy things down. So I'm doing that now. I think this is the English way of saying ich schreibe das mal ab. Let's do that. I do not enjoy that part of it at all. Here I'm using discipline because that's boring as fuck. I hate that, but it's helpful. So I'm gonna just type that. Hey, Polybar, Polyboys. I'm not sure if the pronunciation is correct, but hey, Polyboys. Maybe Polyboys, huh? Polybar. I think I say Polybar because I checked your name years ago in a YouTube, translation box. Because you have always been so supportive and genuinely. Let me listen to that one. I need to hear that from ChatGPT on my phone quickly. So how do I say, how do I pronounce it correctly? You have always been supportive, and here's the word I want to pronounce correctly. Genuinely engaging?
Ah, got it. So the word is genuinely. You pronounce it like this.
Genuinely?
Exactly. That sounds really good.
Yeah, I know. I'm a genius. Genuinely. Yeah, so, okay, let's write that. Because you have been so supportive And let's try that without checking out. Genuinely. Yeah. So I have to check that word. The same thing, rules apply. I have to type this 3 times now. Genuinely. I see. Let's practice this first. Genuinely. Okay, that's gonna be tough, man. Genuinely. What a word. Okay, let's split that again. I can do. Gen is fine. Genuine, and then genuinely. No, that's difficult. Genuinely. Let's try that one. Genuinely. Okay, one more time. Genuinely. One more time. Genuinely. Yeah. So this is what I keep saying. Words like this. This is a tough one. This is a little. It's not the main boss, but this is a little boss. I will not beat it next time easily by beating it. I didn't. I will not memorize that, but I will beat him faster. In gaming terms, because you have been so supportive and genuinely engaging, and this is a good case. In this case, it helps my pronunciation, because now that doesn't always apply, but it applies often enough that you can fix some pronunciation mistakes also. Genuinely engaging with my content, content shit. Yeah, fuck the content, eh? Content. Yeah, I mean, that's stupid that I did this. Okay, content. It's not difficult, content, but I had to check, so I content. Comma. I wanted to let you know that I will be replying. I wanted to let you know that I will be replying to comments again. Yeah. I wanted to let you know that I will be replying to comments again from now on. From now on. I'm actively working on improving my writing skills in the from now on. It's okay. It's not the perfect way. Maybe the structure is a little bit shifted, but it's almost an hour. I get tired. It's good practice. I fix my things step by step. I'm gonna become a genius. Let's take it easy. Maybe not. Maybe I'll get problems with my eyes and I cannot do that anymore. That I have in my back of my head constantly, but I see it that way. As long as I can do it, I do it. Very easy. As long as I can do the shit I love, I do what I love to do. I am actively working on improving my writing skills. I am actively working on improving my writing skills. Where am I? Writing skills in my new segment. In my new segment. segment. Yeah, so it's correct with G. Yeah, segment. Yeah, I'm gonna copy that in. This is the placeholder for the title later, where I focus on reading and writing. Yeah, this is the title, and I comma. Although I think that's better. I got used to that a bit. Yeah. So and I actually mention you in today's episode. Yeah. And today's episode, and in today's episode I construct and practice my writing skills, practice my writing by replying, by also constructing this comment. It's not perfect. We're gonna fix it later a little bit. I'm actively working on improving my skills. There's a new segment. I actually mentioned you in today's episode. So improving my writing skills in my new segment, and in today's episode I constructed and practiced my I practice my writing skills by constructing this comment. Episode 4, let's now I'm gonna just paste it in episode 4. It doesn't have to be yeah. Please don't feel obligated. Please don't feel obligated. So what you don't know is, I didn't say that at the beginning, but I said that I don't have to do that. One time in a row, like 3 times in a row is enough. So I don't have to do more, because if I don't enjoy that, there's only one rule type. I have to fix it, but not 3 times. But since I keep forgetting saying that in the beginning, so let's just do that 3 times again. But technically, I would not need to do that. But anyway, obligated, maybe like so, right? Okay, first time again. Obligated. I hope this is obligated. Is this correct? Obligated, yeah. Don't feel obligated to watch it. Watch it. Don't feel obligated to watch it. So where is it? But since I talked about you, since this episode. No, since I talk about you, I don't want to make it since I talked about you, I wanted to mention it. Next time I should maybe write the recipe, because I struggle with that, writing some just a recipe, very difficult. Or also some sports exercises to write how you do that. It's it's also boring, but it's also, Anyway, I wanted to mention it, so I wanted to mention it. More importantly, I should have told you this 2 years ago. Yeah. More importantly, I should have told you this 2 years ago in response to your comments back then. This is a good way. Response. Respawn. No, can't fix it myself. Respawn. It's close. Response. First time. Response. Second time. Response. So what here is happening is a very interesting thing. If you're still there, if somebody is still there, it's very interesting to me to see that. In this case, what screwed it up is not that I could have figured this out myself. That the thing is, I think what screwed up was there's a memory of the fingers typing, and there's a memory of your brain, and there's a memory of different actions. Memorize how to do things when you type stuff also, and the typing memory was wrong. So I always intended to write it like so, right? And that was just a habit of the pattern was just wrong with the fingers. Very interesting what happens to me. And, to see that, not to me what happens to me, but to see how I operate is very, it's interesting how to do that. In response to your comment, in response to your comments, comments back then. So I said I would stop replying to new written comments. Let me see. I am actively working on improving my writing skills in my new segment, and in today's episode I practice my writing by constructing this comment. Please don't feel obligated to watch it, but since I talk about you, I wanted to mention it. More importantly, I should have told you this 2 years ago. In response to your comment back then. Wait a second. In response to your comment back then, I said. In response to your comment back then. I don't think that makes sense. I think that's already clear enough. In response to your comment. Let's do the break. That's a very helpful tool under Linux, So stuff like this is very powerful, very, very good for your eye health, even if you're younger. But I would not like I like to have a choice. I want to install programs like that, which helps me, but I don't want to be forced to that. That's the bullshit YouTube shit, the bullshit condescending Google stuff annoys me really, because this telling me what is good and what is bad for me, don't do that at a certain age, or ask me one time, but don't keep reminding me that I listen to loud music and stuff like this. What the hell? I know, what the condescending, so annoying, eh? But anyway, they have no choice here. They're simply too big. Whatever. Okay, move on. This is just sounds a little bit off to me. Please don't feel obligated to watch. But since I talk about you, I wanted to mention it. That sounds like I talk about you. I don't really talk about you. I just, I talk here more about me. It's not true. I don't want to trigger here an interest which might not be real, So because I really don't want him to check it out. This is not his cup of tea, I think, He's there for the games, not for that shit. So please don't feel obligated to watch it. But I wanted to mention it. That's it. But I wanted to mention it. But I wanted to mention it. Since I create the comment in this video. Since I create this comment in this practice video. This is a German habit. Video. Yeah. Now, more importantly, I think, I should have told you this 2 years ago. That's what I should have done. Yeah, that's it. That's good enough. So, sorry for that. Sorry for not. I should have told you this a year ago in a comment. When I go by replying one last time. No, this can be confusing. It can sound like this is be the last time. By replying to you back then. That's better. By replying to you back then. So let's see. I said I would stop replying. Let me see. I'm actively working on my improvement, and today's episode is and today's episode I practice my writing. By constructing this comment. Please don't feel obligated to watch it, but I wanted to mention it since I created this comment in this practice video. This we have to correct. More importantly, I should wait a second. I wanted to let you know that I will be replying to comments again from now on. Yeah, here should be, I would say here we're gonna place I'm actively working on improving my writing skills in my new segment, and in today's episode I practice my writing by constructing this comment. Please don't feel obligated to watch it, but I wanted to mention it since I create this comment in this practice video. More importantly, I should have told you this 2 years ago by replying to you back then. Now we can do that. So I remember mentioning that I would stop writing back to comments in general. Jesus man. General. I remember mentioning that I would stop writing back to comments in general. I remember mentioning in my recordings that I would stop writing back to comments in general. But I never know. But I never knew if you got this message. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry for choosing such a bad communications. Let's just use that. I'm getting tired of it. So please accept my apology for not communicate. Yeah, that's yeah, if it would be my girlfriend, maybe I need to say would you please accept my apology? But so sorry for not. So I wanna. So that's that was stupid. Yeah, I think that's better. That was I could have communicated better to you. So I'm sorry for that. Sorry, man. I mean it. I do mean it. Sorry, man. Now that's it. So sorry, man. Let's see. I think this was the support that I don't have to mention that because I already mentioned it in the first place. This sounds like please keep supporting me. That's not what I mean. I don't need I think everybody needs support. That's a good thing, but I do not want to force it. I don't think that's necessary. I want to say what I want to say, but without the force, you know. And I already said that, and I meant it, you know. One time is enough. This sounds too forceful, like, you know. Sorry Man is good. I like that. Sorry Man. And I hope that you're doing well. And I hope you are doing fine. Doing fine. No, well. Okay, I want this. Let's see. This is a huge improvement. Of course, it's partially your stuff. It's most of it is your stuff. You did a great job of what? What did I do? Incorporating. Yeah, I do incorporate my feedback all the time. It feels very incorporational. I want to let you know. It sounds like a song. Should I use the piano with a little bit of sad? Oh boy, do I hate those videos. I hate this so much when they do show a drama video, something sad is happening, and that is on its own powerful enough. You don't need to underline that with melody. I don't think that this bothers me so much, this underlying, it is sad, let me play sad music on top of that. No, I know it's sad. I want to hear the story. I don't want to hear the piano playing in the background. That I don't want to hear for a real sad story, you know? That I want to hear when I want to dream about, you know, the sadness which I maybe lost, the opportunities I, you know, the stuff, thinking about, you know, the past and so on, but not in those videos. But this was long before YouTube even, I think, TV started doing that shit. Hey Polybar, okay, better version. Hey Polybar, because you have been so supportive and genuinely engaging with my content, I wanted to let you know that I will be replying to comments again from now on. Since I am actively working on improving my writing skills in my new segment, here's the segment and for today's episode, I actually practiced my writing by constructing this very comment. Please don't feel obligated to watch it, but I wanted to mention it since I created this message as part of that practice video. More importantly, I should have told you this 2 years ago when I replied to you back then. Why I didn't? When you commented there, I've got to take this out. I remember mentioning in my recordings that I would stop writing back to comments. What? I remember mentioning in my recordings that I would stop writing back to comments generally. Ah yeah, I see. I know, it makes sense, yeah, generally. But see, this is why it's a good practice. I remember mentioning in my recording that I stop writing back to comments generally. Although to me that's not super clear. But I never knew if you received a message. I apologize. Here we go. I do not apologize. I'm sorry. So I do apologize, but this is way too formal for guy communication. Or you might be not a guy. I don't know. I'm not sure. You know, and it doesn't matter what kind of guy. It's just as a buddy, not in terms of, you know, male. It's just in terms of a buddy. You don't, you know, friend or whatever. You don't, you know, that you have. I mean, yeah. If I would have done something hugely wrong, you know. Then yeah, please accept my apology, but that's not the thing, you know. Okay, for not communicating that better. So I'm sorry for not communicating better. Sorry about that, man. I hope you my apology for not communicating that better. No, it's too hard. It's too tough. This is it's like a love letter. I'm happy about you. You know, great supporter. But you know, it's this is a love song almost here. Let me now. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I do get tired now, and this is also enough of practice. So I will not write the whole thing again. I copied it down one time, but this has to be fun and enjoyable. And I don't like to lie. I'm gonna just paste that here in and modify that now a little bit because I'm really, you know, so 20 minutes is minimum. 1 hour is maximum. Now my brain is brain and eyes, they don't wanna anymore. So let me just fix some of those little things here. Let me just go over there. I am please don't feel obligated to watch it, but I wanted to mention it since I create this message as a part of that practice video. In this very comment, yeah. More importantly, I should have told you this 2 years ago when you were writing me comments. When you wrote me when you left me some comment, when you left me your comments. So I should have told you this 2 years ago when you left me your comments. I remember mentioning in my recordings that I would stop writing back to comments generally. Yeah, this to me is very unnatural. I gotta say, I would stop writing back to comments generally, but I never knew if you received that message. What did I write before? Because I liked my version better, to be honest here. What did I say? That I could have communicated it better. I should have. That's the thing. I should have. That's what it says. So I should have. Here we go. I should have communicated it. Yeah, here this is what is wrong. I should have communicated it. I should have communicated that better to you. Sorry, man. Sorry about that, man. Sorry about that, man. Is good. And I hope you're doing well. I think that's what I'm gonna write back to him. And that's a good practice. Yeah. Oh shit! I don't wanna. Just wanna get rid of this here a little bit structure, so it's easier to read. Please don't feel obligated. And more importantly, here we go. That's what I do. Okay, that's about this video. So that is the practice video of today. Every lesson will be a little bit different. It really depends what I'm thinking about, what I want to talk with the AI about and what I want to correct. But it doesn't matter as long as I write and construct sentences, as long as at the end of this recording there is a better way to say that, and I practice this a little bit, I always get a tiny bit better. Not in the full sense. This is not how it works. You always make tiny little progress, and if you are consistent with it, you're gonna get better and better and better. You don't have to memorize that. I don't have to get good. I don't have to, focus on one word and think, hey, this is what I think this is from the last lesson, what we see right now. One word, I don't have to memorize and practice this, hard. No, it'll reoccur in different circumstances, and then I will practice this every single time in a very natural way to me, because I write about the things I care about. That's the idea. That's why I liked using AI for that. Yeah, this is just here. What does it say anyway? From now on, correct spelling. I practice my writing. Very comment. No, this is the thing. This is from the last part. Casually, friendly, awesome. Thank you for. Yeah, this one I forgot to actually. This is from the last message. Thank you for extremely powerful. Yeah, this is from the last session. I forgot to send this to AI. Shall we do that quickly to get the response? You have to watch the last part. Then that makes sense. Let's just see well. Yeah, I'm just gonna show it to you. I'm gonna read that in private later. Okay, you can pause the video here if you're interested in that. What did I write here? Thank you for this, extremely helpful. However, I really do not appreciate the English alternatives. Ah, I see, yeah. Okay, good. That's it for this video. Bye bye.